Okay. So, let us now proceed with how we can characterize now your system in terms ng steady state error. So yung characterization na yun, okay, yung characterization na yun kasi kung matatandaan niyo sa time response, kinarakterize natin yung system natin in terms ng damping ratio at saka ng natural frequency. Okay, and then yung specifications natin yung specifications ng time response natin in-specify natin as yung peak time, rise time, settling time, tsaka percent overshoot. Okay, para yung sa second order underdamped system. Okay, so in terms ng steady state error, makakarakterize natin yung performance or may specify natin yung steady state error performance ng system natin using yung tinatawag nating static error constants. Okay, and mind you, dun sa kanina na ginagawa natin o dun sa pagko-compute natin ng error in the previous lesson, okay, maaalala nyo na ang isang reminder ko sa inyo is computein nyo muna yung mga denominator. Okay, so kung babalikan nyo yung example, yung equations 6.11, 6.12, tsaka 6.13. Okay, dun sa previous example kanina, earlier, okay, ang pinapakompute ko sa inyo, ito muna. Okay, yan, at saka yan. So, yung tatlo na yan kasi, ang actually, dyan pinakamadaling ma-identify kung ito ay magsi-zero, magpa-finite, o kaya mag-infinite. Okay, depende sa value ng tatlo na yan. Kasi kung yung denominator na yan ay infinite, zero yung error mo. Kung ang denominator mo ay finite, finite yung error mo. Kung yung denominator na yan ay zero, okay, if the denominator is zero, especially sa case ng dalawang to, then magkakaroon ka ng infinite error. Okay, by the way, wala ka palang infinite error sa step in, no? Dito, wala ka palang infinite dito. Meron ka lang is dito, tsaka dito. Ayan. So, again, kung infinite yan, okay, kung infinite ito, okay, zero yung error mo. Kung finite ito, finite yung error mo. Okay, sa case na to, ganun din, pero may dagdag tayo na infinite na error dahil magsisiro yung denominator mo. Okay? Now, yung tatlo na yan actually yung static error constants. Okay, itong tatlo na to. Ito, tsaka to. At papangalanan natin siya. Okay, so yung una nating static error constant is what we call the position constant. Sorry, that's position constant, hindi position constants. Okay, so this is the position constant Kp. Okay. Ito, okay, is the velocity constant Kv. Okay, tapos yung acceleration constant natin, Ka. Okay. So, ayan. Yan yung mga una kong pinapakompute sa inyo kanina. Okay. Sa previous example natin. Okay. So, ang pinapakompute sa inyo sa previous examples is to actually first determine these static constants. Okay. And as we can see, itong mga static error constants na to, halimbawa sa Kp, pwede yung mag-infinity o kaya maging finite. Okay. Yung Kv ninyo, okay, pwedeng mag-zero, okay, pwedeng mag-finite, pwedeng pwedeng mag-infinite yan, okay, pwedeng mag-finite, okay, pwedeng mag-zero. Okay, same thing with this one. Yan. Okay. So, pwedeng mag-assume yan ng tatlong values. Okay. So, pwedeng infinite, pwedeng finite, and so on. Okay. And, isa pang makikita nyo is that, kung kukumpitin nyo to ng sabay-sabay, itong tatlong, para sa isang problem, sa isang input, pag kukumpitin nyo to ng sabay-sabay, isa lang dyan na magiging infinite, isa yung magiging finite, isa yung magiging zero. Okay. So, later on, makikita natin yan, itatabulate natin yan para mas ma-appreciate nyo yung sinasabi ng tatlong static error constants na yan. Okay. So, let us first work on this example. Okay. So, for each of the system below, evaluate the static error constants and the expected error for the unit step, ramp, and parabolic input. So, unit lang naman to. Okay. So, Okay. So para sa letter A, let us look for the static error constants at saka ano nito, error nito. Okay. We take note that this system has zero integration Okay, this system has zero integration term or zero integration factor. Okay. So we take note na yung number of integration factors nito or the number of integration factor nitong system nito is 0. Okay, so importante kasi later on i-relate natin yan dun sa static error constant saka sa error. Okay. So we start with KP, okay, auto position constant, which is the limit of G as S approaches 0. Okay. So since wala tong static error constant, wala tong integration factor, we can compute the limit of G. Ito kasi yung G. Okay, as 500 or diretso na natin, no? Okay. Kasi isa-substitute ko na naman yung 0 dito eh. Okay, so that becomes 500 times 2 times 5. Okay, divided by 8 times 10 times 12. Okay. So, ito makakancel natin ito. Okay, this becomes 250 and 4. Pwede natin itong gawing 2 at saka 125. So, we can have 125 over 24. Okay. So, we can have 125 divided by 24. So, that should give us, yun na. Lagyan natin yung 125 over 24 na static error. So, ayun. Pero approximately, that's something like 5.208. Okay, so yun yung value ng 125 over 24. So that's your KP. That's your position constant. Okay. Now let's proceed with calculating KV. Okay. And KV is the limit of S times G as S approaches 0. Okay. And since meron kayong S dito at mamumultiply yan dito, at itong S na to ay walang pang cancel sa G dahil nga wala siyang integration factor, that becomes 0 times 500 times 2 times 5 divided by 8 times 10 times 12, and that's basically 0. So that's your KV. Okay, same thing with KA, your acceleration constant, that is the limit of S square G as S approaches 0. Okay, so magiging 0 square yan times 500 times 2 times 5, okay, times 8 times 10 times 12. That should be equal to 0. Again, dahil nga ang G ninyo has no integration factor, okay, wala siyang integration factor, walang magkakancel sa S square to, so may iwan siya dito. Okay, so this is your static error constants para sa system na to. Okay, ngayon kung kukumputin natin yung error, alam natin na yung error natin due to the step is 1 over 1 plus KP. So papalitan natin yung formula natin, no? Okay, so instead na ang ilalagay natin dyan is yung limit na to, ilalagay din natin dyan is 1 over 1 plus KP. Okay, which is 1 over 1 plus 125 over 24. Okay, so that should give us plus 1. Tapos i-inverse natin siya. So that's 24 over 149. Okay, 24 over 149. Or approximately, that's 0.161. Okay, so equal to sa 0.161. So that's your error due to the step input. Okay, now yung error natin due to the ramp input is 1 over hindi pala 1, A pala, sorry, A. Okay, pero since ang A, this is a unit step input, so yung A mo magiging 1. Okay, so ito naman A over KV. Okay, so take note na yung magiging formula natin. Okay, so which is becomes 1. Yung A natin is 1. Okay, over 0. So yung error natin due to the ramp is infinite. Okay, and finally, yung error natin due to the parabolic input is 2A over KA. That becomes 2 over 0. So that becomes infinite. Okay, so yun yung steady state error natin para sa system na to. Okay, that's letter A. Okay? Now, let's proceed. Okay. Check natin kung tama. So, yun na, 5.208. So, tama siya. 0, tsaka 0. Okay. Tapos, ang error natin, 0.161. Infinite, infinite. Okay. Tama naman. Okay. Now, let's proceed with letter B. Okay. For letter B, let us take note na yung letter B natin has yung number of integration factors nito is 1. Okay, so take note natin yan. Okay, so let us compute now yung position constant as the limit of G as S approaches 0. Okay, and since may integration constant ito, may integration factor ito, okay, tapos ito wala naman nakamultiply na S dito. Yung integration constant nyo dito, pag in-evaluate natin yung limit, magiging 0. Or integration factor nyo dito, kapag in-evaluate natin yung limit as S approaches 0, magiging 0. So basically that becomes 500 times 2 times 5 times 6, okay, divided by 0 times 8 times 10 times 12. So ang magiging position constant natin in this case is infinite. Okay. Now, next. By the way, hindi ko na i-verify kung ito ay stable sabi naman nung nagbigay ng example, so stable siya. So let's take that into consideration na stable naman talaga siya. Okay, so hindi ko na siya bine-verify. Okay, so KV is the limit of SG as S approaches 0. Now again, dahil sa presence ng integration factor dito, yung S na to tsaka yung S na to magka-cancel. Okay, so mawawala na to ngayon ito dahil nga i-cancel na to. So mawawala na rin to. So this becomes simply 500 times 2 times 5 times 6 divided by 8 times 10 times 12. Okay, so compute na lang natin yan. Okay, so let us have this will become 500 times 2 times 5 times 6 divided by 8 times 10 times 12. So 125 over 4. So you will have 125 over 4 as your velocity constant. And then finally, yung acceleration constant ninyo is the limit S square G as S approaches 0. Okay. Now, since isa lang yung integration factor dito at naka-square ito, okay, makakancel niya to. Okay, makakancel niya itong isang to. Pero may iwan na isa dito. Okay, so pag in-evaluate natin yung limit, may isa pang S dito. So, yun yung magiging 0. So, times 500 times 2 times 5 times 6 divided by 8 times 10 times 12. This becomes 0. Okay? So, that would be your KA or the acceleration constant. Now, computing the error, okay, this will give us yung steady state error due to the step input is 1 over 1 plus Kp, okay, which is 1 over infinity. That should give you 0. Okay, again, kung 1 integration constant, alam natin na yung step input natin would give rise to 0 steady state error. Okay. Yung steady state error natin due to the ramp input is 1 over, this is A over Kp. Now this is A over Kv. So this is 1 over 125 over 4. So that should be 4 over 125. Okay, or inverse natin ito. Or i-reciprocal natin. That should give us approximately 0.02. Exactly pala. So this is 0.032. Okay, yun yung error natin. Okay, and then finally, yung error natin due to the parabolic input, okay, is 2a over ka. So that gives us 2 over 0. That should give us an infinite error para sa parabolic input natin. Okay, so check natin. Yan. So you have infinite, tas 31.25. Okay, yun yung 125 over 4. Okay, pag in-inverse natin yan, okay, that gives us 31.25. Okay. Tapos, 0. Okay, 0 siya. Okay, and then, yung error natin dito sa step is 0. 0.032 para sa ramp. Okay, and then infinite para sa parabolic. Okay, that's for letter B. Okay, and then finally, for letter C. Now, for letter C, we take note na yung number of integration factors na dito or pure integration terms na dito is 2. Okay, so S square kasi yan. So, 2 yung integration factors na dito. Okay, so let us proceed by computing Kp. Okay, as the limit of G as S approaches 0. So, obviously, since G lang ito at i-evaluate yung limit as S approaches 0, yung S square nito magiging 0 square to. Okay, so basically, pag in-evaluate nyo yan, that becomes 500 times 2 times 4 times 5 times 6 times 7, okay, divided by 0 square, okay, times 8 times 10, okay, times 12. Obviously, meron kayong 0 sa denominator, so that evaluates to infinite. So yung Kp natin is infinite. Okay, yung Kv natin or yung velocity constant natin is given as the limit of Sg as S approaches 0. So, what happens is that itong isang S na to, makakancel niya yung isang S dito. So, may iwan pang isang S sa denominator. Okay. So, pag in-evaluate natin yung limit na yan, becomes 500 times 2 times 4 times 5 times 6 times 7 divided by, ito yung may iwang S, yung isang S pa. So, magiging 0 siya. Times 8 times 10 times 12. So, again, dahil 0 denominator to, mag-infinite siya. Okay? So, yan. And then finally, for Ka, this becomes the limit of S square G as S approaches 0. Now, itong S square na to, ika-cancel niya itong S square dito. So, mawawala ngayon to. Dahil magka-cancel sila. Okay. So, ang may iwan ngayon dyan is 500 times 2 times 4 times 5 times 6 times 7 divided by 8 times 10 times 12. So, finite ngayon yung yung static error constant mo or yung acceleration constant mo para sa system na to. Okay, so let's evaluate it as evaluate natin siya as 500 times 2. Actually, baka pa natin bawasan to. Ito, magka-cancel to kasi 8 yan. Ito at saka to, gawin natin 2. Ito at saka to, gawin natin 2. 500 divided by 2 by 4. Ito, cancel natin to. Gawin natin tong 125. So, may iwan na lang dyan is 125 times 7. Yun. So, let's have 125 times 7. That should give us 875. Okay. So, 875 siya. So, pag-compute natin ngayon yung ating error. The error due to the step input is 1 over, or A over 1 plus Kp. That should give us 1 over infinity. That is 0. Okay. Yung ating error due to the ramp input is A over Kv. That should give us 1 over infinity. Again, that is 0. And then finally, yung ating error due to the parabolic input is 2A over Ka. That should give us 2 over 875. Okay. So, that would be ito times 2. Reciprocal niya times 2. That should give us ayun, 2.285. Okay. So, that should give us 2.285 or 86 bale. Times 10 raised to negative 3. Yan. Okay, so meron tayong finite error ngayon sa Again, recall natin kung meron kang integration factor na 2. Okay, kung meron kang integration factor na 2. Okay, sigurado tayo na yung dalawang error mo zero. Okay, yung dalawang error mo ay zero kung stable Tapos meron kang finite error para sa parabolic input. Okay. Kung meron kang integration factor na 1, okay. Sigurado tayo na ang error mo para sa parabolic input ay infinite. Okay, ang error mo para sa step signal ay 0. Tapos ang error mo para sa ramp input ay finite. Okay, and then finally, kung wala kang integration factor, okay, ang error mo para sa step ay finite. Tapos yung error mo para sa ramp at saka sa parabolic ay infinite. Okay. So ano yung gusto nating sabihin dito? Okay. Isa sa mga gusto nating i-point out dito is number 1. Okay. Zoom in natin para makita niyo lahat. Okay. Isa sa mga gusto nating i-point out dito. Okay, is number 1. Okay, so number 1. Ang gusto nating i-point out is number 1. Only one of the static error constant, okay, either Kp, Kv, or Ka, isa lang dyan ay finite. At any given input, okay, sa tatlo na yan, isa lang ang magiging finite. Okay, so yun yung titingnan natin. The other one is either 0 or infinite. Okay, so pansinin nyo dito, okay, finite to, ito dalawa 0. Okay, finite itong Kv, ito infinite, ito 0. Okay, ito naman finite itong Ka, pareho silang infinite. Okay, so only one of the static error constants ang magiging finite. Okay, so yan. Number 2, so kung isa lang dyan na magiging finite, and then only one of the error is finite. Okay, only one of the error yung system niyo would only give a finite error sa isa sa mga inputs. Okay, so only one of the inputs, of the test inputs, will give a finite steady state error. Isa lang doon yung magiging finite yung yung steady state error mo. Dahil nga isa lang din yung nagiging finite na static error constant. And if you may observe din do sa ating solution, okay, yung number of integration factor ay related kung aling static error constant ang finite. Okay, for example, kung 0 yung integration factor mo, ang finite dyan ay Kp. Okay, kung 1 ang integration factor mo, ang finite dyan Kv, yung velocity constant. And then finally, kung ang integration constant mo ay 2, okay, ang finite dyan Ka, actually 2 and higher to kung i-extend pa natin. Kung integration factor mo ay, ang number of integration factors mo ay 2 pataas, that should result to your Ka being finite as long as stable yung system natin. Okay, so ayan. So in that case, okay, so in that on that note, okay, we may be able to make another characterization ng system niyo, which we will call as the system type. Okay, so ano ba yung system type na yan? Okay, so the values of the static error constants again depend upon the form of g of s. Okay, especially the number of pure integrations in the forward path. Okay, now since steady state errors, okay, again, ang number of integration nyo determines kung ano yung static error constant ng system niyo, o yung static error constant na finite, and therefore kung ano yung error or kung anong input ang magbibigay ng finite error. Okay? So, bibigyan natin, yung number of integration na yun ang bibigyan natin ng pangalan. We will call them the system type. So, the number of your integrations determine the system type. Okay? So, kung ilan ito, yun yung magiging system type niya. So, meron tayong tatlong types ng system based doon sa number of integration. Kung number of integration mo ay 0, or number of integration terms mo, or integration factors mo ay 0, then you have a type 0 system. If the number of integration is 1, okay, ang system type mo ay 1, or type 1 system, meron kang type 1 system. At kung ang number of integration factors mo ay 2, meron kang type 2 system. Okay? So, now, para consolidate natin yung nalaman natin about the system type, the static error constant, at saka yung steady state error for a given input, we will have the following table. Okay? So, if this is the input, ito yung mga ito yung mga steady state error formula niya. Okay? So, kapag meron kang isang integration, wala kang integration constant, that is, you have a type 0 system, ang static error constant mo ay Kp. At ito yung formula nung meron kang finite error. Okay? So, yung the rest, parehong infinite na yan. At ito, parehong 0. Okay? Consistent yan dun sa naging example natin. Okay? So, kung 0 siya, 0 tong static error constant mo, infinite to, meron kang finite error due to the step input. Okay? So, consistent yan dun sa example natin. Okay? Kung type 1 naman, that is, meron kang isang integration factor. So, ito, yung number of integration factors mo ay 0. Ito, number of integration factor ay 1. Ito, yung number of integration factors ay 2. Okay? So, kung ang number of integration factors mo ay 1, okay? Kung ang number of integration factors mo ay 1, ang finite na static error constant mo ay Kv, pati ang error mo ay due to the ramp. Okay, 0 yung error mo due to the step input, at infinite naman due to the parabolic input. And kung type 2, dalawa yung integration factors mo. Okay, infinite yung static error constants mo for Kp at saka Kv, tas constant or finite yung Ka mo. So, you would have this. Okay, so, this table should consolidate yung natin. Okay, yung nalaman natin actually from this example. Okay, so nalaman natin from this example na isa lang sa tatlong static error constants ang finite. Okay, and therefore, isa lang din yung test input na magbibigay ng finite static error. Or, steady state error. Okay. At yun ay nakadepende kung ilang integration factors meron yung system mo. Okay? So, let us try to work on example 6.6, okay? In which we are asked to evaluate the system type, okay? And then, use this to find the steady state error. Okay? So, tingnan natin. Una, identify natin ilan yung number of integration factors natin para sa system na to. So, nakita natin 0. So, therefore, this is a type 0 system. So, kung type 0 system, automatic, yung Kv natin at saka yung Ka natin, pareho yang infinite. Pareho yang 0. Okay. Therefore, yung steady state error natin due to the ramp at saka yung steady state error natin due to the parabolic inputs would be infinite. Okay. Base yan dito sa table. Okay. So, kung ang system type mo ay 0, automatic or malalaman na kagad natin na yung Kv natin saka yung Ka natin parehong 0, tapos infinite yung error natin due to the ramp and parabolic inputs. So, ang i-evaluate na lang natin yung Kp. Okay. So, kaya importante na alam natin ito kasi at least tututukan natin yung static error constant na magiging finite. Kasi pag alam natin kung ano yung system type, alam natin kung ano yung kukumpitin natin at alam na natin yung other two values. So, kumbaga, hindi na tayo mag-i-spend ng oras para isa-isahin pa siya katulad nito. Okay, so once na ma-master natin yung paggamit ng table na to, okay, we will be just looking for one static error constant and one input that would give us a finite error. Okay, so in this case, ang KP natin is basically 1,000 times 8 over 7 times 9. So that should give us, okay, angat natin ng konti ito. Ayan. So that should give us 1,000 times 8 divided by 7 times 9. So yan ay 8,000 over 63. Okay, so that should give us 120, more or less, ayun, approximately 127. Okay. And then from there, yung static error yung ating steady state error due to the step input is 1 over or A over 1 plus KP. So since standard step, ang amplitude nun ay 1. Okay, so 1 over 1 plus 127. That should give us ayun. So plus 1 na lang natin to. Plus 1. And then i-inverse natin. That should give us 7.813 times 10 raised to negative 3. So this is 7.813 times 10 raised to negative 3. Okay, that's your steady state error due to the step input. So ito na yung alam natin, tsaka to. Pero ito, in advance, alam na natin. Okay, dahil na-identify na natin kung anong system type siya. At dahil nalaman natin kung anong or kung ilang integration factors meron yung forward path transfer function niyo or yung open loop transfer function niyo. Okay. So that should give us an idea na kapag ka nagde-determine tayo ng steady state error, ang unang titingnan nyo talaga muna is yung system type or yung number of integration factors para ma-identify nyo yung system type and therefore malaman nyo kung ano yung static error constants na magiging finite. Okay, that should simplify yung yung computations natin. Okay, so ayun.